What's up, everyone? So I had a glam up, if you can't tell. I went and had some me time, and every once in a while you just need that me time. I spend anywhere from 12 to 14 hours a day just doing nothing but putting out fires. And right now I'm preparing for 2 back-to-back trials. And it is just insane dealing with everything with my cases, my trials. And in addition to that, I'm onboarding a new staff member, a new team member at a law firm. And so that's always, really time consuming. And so I want to do a video about talking about the onboarding process and ways that you can streamline the onboarding process for incoming team members, because it's really time consuming. It's really expensive to onboard new team members. And one of the reasons why that is because, well, usually you have to buy them, all new licenses and stuff, but it takes a lot of time to dedicate to someone, to train someone, to teach them about your standard operating procedures. And so there's a lot going on with that right now with me. And in addition to that, I have a huge speaking engagement tonight, and I'm really excited about it. I'm going to be speaking at a university to a bunch of grad students, which was part of the reason for my glam up. And I am super nervous about it because it's my first speaking engagement. And I feel like once I get this one out of the way, then I'll be more prepared for my next one. And my next one is in mid-May. I'm super excited about that one as well. I heard that once you do one speaking engagement that, you're really nervous about it at first, and then you get in there and you do it, and you either love it or you hate it, but the majority of people love it and can't wait to do it again. And so I'm hoping that I am one of those people who love it and can't wait to do it again, says the YouTuber. But talking to you guys on YouTube and talking to a whole bunch of people at a speaking event or, at a university, what I'm going to do tonight, it's a little harder and it's a little bit more intimidating. And, you see the faces looking back at you, and maybe they're engaged, maybe they're not, maybe they're nodding their head, maybe they're falling asleep. I hope it's not the latter, but it's kind of nerve-wracking. So I'm excited, I'm nervous. I'm going to turn on the video on my cell phone for a little bit and see if I can capture part of this presentation that I'm doing for the university this evening. I have a meeting next week that is going to be really interesting because it is a media company who wants to meet with me to talk with me about taking over my social media, sort of helping with that content, creating a content calendar, and just helping me with my social media. Because dealing with all that I do and handling my social media and my YouTube and my blog and my website and my production and editing and all that, it's just a lot. I need some help. So I'm going to talk to them about handling my social media, talking about some branding, talking about the possibility of them taking over my YouTube editing. So we'll see about that. And then super exciting news. I got contacted by a literary agent who asked me if I had an agent, which I don't have an agent right now, but asked me if I had an agent to talk to me about the possibility of writing a book. So wheels turning on that, writing a book. I've got a couple of book ideas right now. So I have to get the meeting solidified with this literary agent, and then talk to him about the 2 book ideas that I have. So that's fun. But I've been holding back scaling my business because I think something that people don't talk to you about, with doing this whole freelancing gig or, just opening up your own company and working on that sort of journey is people decide to leave the 9-to-5er and start their own company because they want the freedom. And then they start their own company and they learn that there's really not that much freedom in it. You have to put the work in. You're going to be putting in 12, 13, 14 or more hour days in the very beginning because you're trying to get a business off the ground. And then you do get it off the ground and people, grab up all of these clients and are working for all these clients and you're losing your freedom anyway. So it's a delicate thing to balance, and it's been difficult for me to balance because I'm still very much a litigation paralegal. I very much love being a litigation paralegal. You guys know that. And so it is difficult for me to go all in sometimes in things that I need to dive into with my company to keep the momentum going, only because I don't want to keep the momentum going so much to the point where I don't want my business. You know, I hate my business because I know I love being a paralegal, and I love owning my business, and I love helping other paralegals, and I love helping other attorneys, and, you know, with my Microsoft 365 case management system and all that stuff. But it's a lot, and I have a husband, and I have kids, and I have a life, and it's a difficult balance sometimes. So anyway, I'm gonna hop back on my computer. I'm gonna finish going over my presentation for this evening. Super excited about it. And I'll hop back on here. I don't know if I'll do it when I'm done or sometime tomorrow, because I'm gonna be done really late this evening. I think it's gonna go into like the 8 o'clock hour, and I'm gonna be pooped by then, so I'm gonna wanna shut down. But I might hop back on here and let you know how it goes. So until then, bye guys.
I just mentioned the word emotional distress, but the key was emotional distress intent. Emotional distress intent, because there are lots of emotional distress cases out there. There are probably 1 million of them or more. But the issue in this case was clearly on the question involves emotional distress from injury to a pet. So emotional distress from some other type of a cause or consequence wouldn't have any of this stuff. You know, maybe the Casada case would be helpful to Jill, and maybe it would not be. Even the Casada case itself, for those of you who didn't get a chance to read it, go back and read it, you'll see that the trial court first threw out the case, and then the appellate court reinstated it. So you have two. All right, so now we're going to move on to our featured guest speaker of the evening, Misty Murray, live from Oklahoma. Right, Misty?
Yes.
Go Sooners. Okay.
Boomer Sooner.
Everyone loves the Sooners. Misty's a litigation paralegal with more than 20 years experience in the legal industry. Mm-hmm. She has a huge online presence. She's also the founder of Arrow Consultants and is the creator of the Microsoft 365 case management system, which we spent some time talking about Office 365 with our first guest speaker, as you recall. And through her YouTube channel, masterclasses, and one-on-one coaching, she provides mentoring and consulting services to paralegals and attorneys all over the world. And Misty's also a leader in the Work From Anywhere March, and through her masterclass on Microsoft 365 case management system, she's teaching attorneys, particularly after COVID, how to ditch the traditional office by making technology work for their practice. So this is key to everything we've been talking about in a way throughout this class. Just share with the class, a little bit about yourself and how you got involved in the legal profession in the first place.
Certainly. I actually fell into the legal profession. It turned out to be a really, really great thing, and it went well with my personality because I'm constantly going. I'm a people person. I think where Excel becomes really powerful, actually, and I don't even think that we had this on our agenda, is when you use it for smart graphics and when you use it with PowerPoint to create really engaging slides for people that are using smart graphics. So let me give you an example of what a smart graphic would be. So I took information from data that I received and I was able to turn it into a chart. And when I hover over that information, I can even see values within that chart. Using things like smart graphics, and when you use them in combination with PowerPoint, you can create animations off of these things. And so that's when you're starting to engage the people who are looking at this. And think about it in terms of trial. My jury can see just these numbers and I can project that onto the screen and they can just see this numbers. or I can turn these numbers into something that is a bit more graphic for them to see and is a bit more pleasing for them, and something that they're going to engage with a lot more, and they're probably going to listen a lot more. So this is one of those advanced features of Excel, but it's a great thing to have in your back pocket and to understand and to learn, because having that data, raw data format in Excel and turning it into something that's more engaging has really just revolutionized things in the legal industry. Right. This is a way that I'm going to be able to, turn the context into what the attorney is saying and help the jurors visualize it better. When we can make that connection with the jury and help them visualize things and bring things to life like this a little bit better, then hopefully they're going to remember that, when they go back into deliberations. But this is, something really great to use that is powerful in front of somebody else's eyes, rather than just looking at the basic numbers. If they're looking at something more like a pie chart, they're able to see this, big blue section right there that may be very troublesome. They're going to resonate with that a whole lot more than they are just simple numbers on the screen.
Okay.
Bye, guys.
Have a good evening. Misty, take care. Bye-bye. Bye.
So here we are, 2 days later after the speaking engagement. Do I want to do it again? Absolutely, I can't wait. And the professor invited me back to speak again at the university next year. So I'm really excited about that, and I have a whole year to prepare for what was a 2-hour presentation. So that was a really long presentation, and it's really hard to capture people's attention for that long of a period of time. But I think it did pretty well, and the professor did send me a follow-up email about that. So really excited to be coming back next year. Happy I did it. Happy I got it done and over with. I'm much more prepared for the next presentation that I'm going to be giving. So thank you to all of the students. Thank you to the university. Thank you also to you who joined me for today's video, this sort of vlog style video that gave you a life update, brought you through a speaking engagement and all sorts of stuff. So thank you for riding along with me today. If you haven't already, consider giving me a thumbs up and subscribing below, because it absolutely helps to support my channel. Good luck to you with all that you do, because this crazy legal industry needs an amazing paralegal boss just like you. Have an amazing rest of your day, a wonderful weekend ahead of you, and I will see you guys back here on the next one. Mwah! Bye, guys.